Hello, today we are solving May 2022 Unit 2 IAL paper question number 2. Cumbria Coal PLC has bought land that contains deposits of coal that will be mined. The land is expected to produce the coal for 5 years and the land will be sold. So some following information is available about this land. Okay, so the initial cost of the land, then what is the depreciation and the sale they will get from that land, then the payback period for the project. Okay, the next question, part B, is calculate the payback period for the project in year and months. So what will be the payback period for the investment? Okay, how many years will it take to pay back for the initial investment to happen in terms of years and months? So the formula for this is going to be initial investment. Okay, whatever is the initial investment minus net cash flow. Okay, net cash flow that's happening, you will subtract it. So you will do this until you will do this until the initial investment, okay, becomes positive. So you will start off with the initial investment by negative value, okay, and then keep subtracting the cash flows, net cash flow. You will stop when the initial investment turns positive, okay, to become positive. So that many years to become positive will represent the first payback period, and for the months you will calculate using, okay, the remaining, okay, the last year in which the remaining balance is left over, and divided by the remaining balance, okay, which has happened, the remaining balance cash or the remaining balance that was left, divided by the net cash flow times the 12. If you do that, will give you in the months. So the number of years taken to become the initial investment to pay back, okay, is calculated after you subtract each year with the net cash flow that's happening in the business. So the remaining balance divided by net cash flow when it turns positive, okay, just because when it turns positive, that previous year the remaining balance negative value you will take and convert it into number of months. Okay, so now let's calculate and then you will understand. So first one is, so let's write here, first is the years. Okay, first is the year 1, year 2. We know that in each year there is a net cash flow happening, which we had calculated in the earlier part. So next one you will write year, okay, what is the net cash flow happening, and then with the initial investment you will write what is the balance that is going to be left over after subtracting the balance, okay, balances, okay, from the initial investment left over. So let's assume we start from the year 1, okay, year 1, year 2. So let's write all the 5 years starting with 0 year. In the 0 year you will assume the initial investment happens, okay, where there is no cash flow happening still. Okay, you just bought that land, so that year is assumed as initial cash flow. Now, so the initial investment was 3 million pounds. So let's write 3 million pounds. All this you have to name the units you are calculating, so everything is in pounds, so I indicate that. And then this is the 3 million pounds. Let's assume it happened in the year 0 when there is no cash inflow and outflow. Okay, you just bought the land in that year. So you start off with the negative balance. Okay, I say this has been the cash that has left the business. Okay, that has left the business. Okay, to get back the land. Now from the revenue earned, okay, cash inflow minus outflow, net cash flow, I will say I am paying back to, okay, to get back that cash that was paid, 3 million. So 3 million minus 720,000, so that is going to be equal to 2280,000. So this much amount will be left back, okay, after paying 720,000 in the first year from the net cash flow left. So then net cash flow in the second year is going to be 720. The remaining balance from the initial investment is 2280,000. So minus 720,000. So that is going to be equal to 156,000. So this much amount will be left for the initial balance, okay, that was paid, cash balance. Next, in the third year, there is a net cash flow of 720,000. Now to get back that cash, I paid, okay, 720,000 minus 840,000. So the remaining is 840,000. So from 1,560,000 minus 720,000, you will be left only 840,000 to get back the cash, okay, that was paid from the initial investment. Then fourth, okay, 720,000 is the left net cash flow. Now 120,000. So to recover the initial investment, we will see how many years it took. So from 840,000, you pay 720 minus 720,000, you will be left with 120,000. Then in 720,000, okay, if you pay, okay, you will from the 120,000 minus 720,000, you will be paying, my payback period will be around 4 years, and the number of months you will calculate. So 120,000 divided by 720,000, okay, 720,000 into 12, okay, this you divide it and then multiply it with 12. So that is going to be equal to, this portion represents the months. So it takes 4 years, and we'll calculate the months. 120,000 divided by 720,000, it is 1 by 6. So it is going to take 2 months. 12 by 6, finally it is 2 months, okay, which is going to take. So within that 2 months, I would have recovered my initial investment from this project, and the next is going to turn into your